Guys, when you can't hear me, say something, please! I'm getting mad at this point, come on! I was yapping over here for 5 minutes! Guys, please! I was getting like the vaguest hints. Cause there was like some stuff about the mic, but then there was nobody else saying anything. What the heck, people? Alright. Okay, so basically, what did I? Okay, so basically, Minecraft music. Yes, this is Minecraft music. Is Satri's mic broken again? It's not the mic. It's OBS. I hate OBS. I need to like get that sorted out. Is Satri gonna start speaking in the Platinum voice the entire stream? I actually did a Platinum impression, and I explained very briefly how I do that voice, but whatever, you know, it's pretty obvious how I do that one. Your mic is off again. See, this one, I saw that, and then I was responding to it, but then nobody else was saying anything. I thought you were playing with me, like, literally, I thought this was playing with me. Because everybody was saying, like, hello, hello, like, the moment I started speaking. So, like, I don't know, I was very confused there. Yeah, the Minecraft music. Hello, Eternal Flame. Hello, everybody. Hello, Kryptonite Gamer. Hey, I'm Goku. You need to quit spending time with friends and family to get to Boros. Yes, I will do updates on the Boros story. Some behind-the-scenes stuff, like where it's at right now, what it's doing. Where we're literally telling you... It was one single comment that I thought was playing with me, because it's not happened in a couple streams. And then it was... It was the, like a couple more later that really got to me. Is the mic too loud? Hold on, let me set it down. Actually, yeah, I think it was too loud. Is the mic better now? We have been saying it though. There was one, and then there were like a couple vague hints. My ears? Yeah, sorry. I blame God, he knows he will get his ass kicked. There was like some other stuff about like Platinum staring into your souls and knowing your secrets. Yes, canonically he does know all of your secrets. Like legit, he does. Only when you shouted at us. Sorry. Mike is all good. Saitama World mentioned you in his recent video. What? Okay, first of all, I am really sorry for not being educated, but I don't know who that is. But now I'm very interested. Hold on, let me search up who they are. Sorry, I'm kind of uneducated on that, but yeah. What video, if you don't mind me asking, because now I'm really curious. Please tell me it's their Watchdog Man video, and they just were telling me to stop hating on him or something like that. That would be funny. It isn't a Satri stream without a good technical problem. Happens almost every stream. It didn't happen in the last couple ones though, right? Maybe, I don't know. Sorry about that. No, like genuinely sorry. That image is great but amazing. Yeah, when you first speak, my ears nearly blew up. I'm sorry. I did not think the mic was set that high. S-Class versus Conqueror. Do you mean like Conquest from Invincible? I do think if you take like his speed being like billions of times faster than light, you know, if you do take his travel speed feats seriously, then I think he wins. If not, then nah, they don't. In the S-Class versus Conquest vid. Oh, alright. That's interesting. I actually saw that in my recommended too. Oh yeah, now I see the video. Okay, I'll check it out later. Can't really do that now on stream. Your scream was like a jump scare. Sorry. Alright. Sorry about that. So anyway, why is the Minecraft music getting louder and louder each second? I swear. I keep making it quieter and it keeps getting louder still. Okay, how has everybody's day been? I was just telling you about my day for like 2 minutes while the microphone wasn't on. Basically, I had to do a lot of driving around, but it was pretty fun. And yeah, I think in a couple of minutes we can get to the updates on what if Boros turned good, all that good stuff. Minecraft music intensifies. Good. Been great. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice to hear. Been hearing quite a lot of negative stuff recently, so that's good to hear. Pretty okay. If it's okay, then that means it's not bad, and that means it's good. That's my logic. If it's not bad, it's good. I usually say that quite often IRL too. My quality is amazing. I'm surviving. Chilling. Alrighty. Finally free from exams. I wish. Mine are coming up, so still not behind that. OBS over Satori's voice. Gonna go crazy. Yeah, when the exams are over and stuff, like the video making, it can just accelerate so much. Oh, Kryptonite Gamer, thank you. 50 pounds. I believe that's pounds. Teleports behind you and slips 50 pounds into your pocket. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Thank you. Yo, holy. Yep. Hey, thank you very much. That's awesome. Gonna go right into my sort of animation stocks, because that's what I'm kind of saving up for right now. Because as you guys may have seen, basically, there is already a mini animation. Because, you know, you saw the trailer probably. If you're here, you've probably seen the troll trailer that I did. Where at first it was the April Fool's video about Tatsumaki and Boros, and then it cuts to the trailer. So, yeah, I believe most of you have probably seen that, or if you haven't, I would suggest checking it out, because there are quite a few mini teases there. A couple of pretty decently big reveals as well. Like, for example, why would Platinum S have a mouth on his hand in the trailer? I wonder what could that possibly mean? What could that insinuate? That April Fool's video was amazing. Yeah, thank you. I had a ton of fun with it. I couldn't keep it, because obviously, you know, if that is on my page when someone goes to view my channel, then they're gonna get a bad impression of me. I really couldn't keep it there, but yeah. Still waiting for the Everything I Like About One Punch Man video. See, the thing is, that one's gonna take a lot longer than the one I did about disliking, because I want to structure the video better. I want to not go off script as much. Which, it's fun going off script, but like, I do want that video to be sort of special. So I do want to articulate my thoughts better, like, for example, I won't just say, oh, I like the characters, moving on. Like, I want to really go into some stuff, like maybe analyze a couple characters, why I like them, you know, all that stuff. So, I do want to put more work into that one than I did into the Everything I Dislike video. So that's why it's gonna take a lot longer. The entire history of One Punch Man, I guess. That could be really cool. I would need good editing for that, but that could be really cool. The trailer caught me off guard. I was more focused on my boy. Phoenix Man. Yep. Phoenix Man's good. Phoenix Man does have a role to play. Mr. Satori, the creator of Peak, is the Tatsumaki voice actress back? Just curious. Not back, cause... Okay, funny story with that. I found her, like, at the very beginning of her channel. And then, oh my god, there's like 100 somethings. I don't know what that is. But that's 100 somethings right there in the super chat. Thank you, Nightcore. Imagine having... okay, see, I'm not reading that, though. Like, no, I'm not reading that. I'm not gonna... I'm sorry. I can't read that. I don't know. I feel like I have to, because, like, it's a donation. I feel like I have to. I don't... Do I read that? I don't know. Do I hear me giving Satori more money? What do you think? What do we think, chat? Only if you can afford to. Don't push it, but... Rhodes rupees, it's just £1. Okay. Yeah, I see on the side, like, the... How much chat revenue I have? Yeah, it's not much, it seems. So I'm not gonna read that, sorry. I'm not gonna read that. Ultron was right. Yep, destroy humanity. Ultron was the most based villain in all of cinema history, though. He spent like 5 minutes on the internet, and he knew we had to go. Also, in that everything I like about One Punch Man, you can talk about stuff that the manga did better than the webcomic. Yeah, I do want to also go into that. I want to talk about both the webcomic and the manga, and then mention the anime as well, probably. Bro, what did bro cook with that donation? Oh, Eternal Flame, thank you for the $5 Canadian as well. I think that's what that is. I will burn this planet down before continuing to spend a minute living among these animals. If I hadn't had a stroke reading that for some reason, I would be laughing a lot harder. Now I'm embarrassed that I can't read, but thank you very much. What did you think about the new chapter? The one where Blast like one-shots the ninjas, and then afterwards, the chapter after that, where like Empty Void goes down, right? Honestly, I don't really like care that much after all the redraws. I just want us to move on, so I'm glad it's kind of over, or at least it seems that way, so I think we are fine with moving on, or at least I am. Maybe Empty Void can still do stuff in the future. I like Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes Ultron better than the Cinematic Ultron. I have not seen the show, but maybe sometime I'll give it a go. Hello, Baboin. What happened with the Tatsumaki VA? Okay, so basically, I found her at the very beginning of her channel, and at that point, her content was like, alright, you know, like it wasn't anything inappropriate. Later on, somebody pointed out to me, like she had already been ghosting me for like a month or two, not responding to anything when I asked her to like do voice lines and stuff, or like if she was available to do them. She said she would, and then she didn't for like a month. And then afterwards, I found like somebody linked her channel back to me, and I saw the deranged stuff she was making, and then I knew that nah, I'm not gonna get her back. Sorry. Like, it's really like, how do I describe it? It's like kind of inappropriate audios, I think. Like based on the titles, I would think they're inappropriate, so I don't know. I didn't check any, but like from the thumbnails and titles, yeah, and like I could no longer be associated even if she came back, which she never did, so yeah. Finally caught up, started 7 minutes late, and had to watch at 1.75 speed. Yeah, hello, welcome. Which version of Empty Void did you like the most? The second one, up until Void and Blast started, and at that point I didn't like it as much. The first chapter in that was good, but then the others I didn't really like as much. Kryptonite Gamer, what the heck? Thank you for the £50 again. Eternal Flame as well with the $5 Canadian. The VA are what people believe anime fans to be. Sort of, yeah. Throws massive amounts of money at your face. Yeah, really massive though, like thank you very much. I checked all of them, they are about as bad as you imagined. Why did you go through the effort of checking them? But yeah, basically like, the whole deal with the voice actress was like, first of all, I wasn't sure about the performance after episode 4, so I was already having second doubts, or second thoughts. And then afterwards, like, she just started ghosting me for like a month or two. I don't remember exactly how much that was, but then I just could not get in contact with her at all. And then I saw what she was doing, and yeah, like, it just kind of had to go separate ways. Mr. Satri, I almost preferred your voice for Tatsumaki over hers, because you just put so much more emotion into it, and it was much, much better. Perhaps it's for the better. See, I do want to get another voice actress, but yeah, I do want to make sure this time that she is more well-equipped. Like, at this point, I have actually a little bit of a budget to pay voice actors, so maybe I can actually commission somebody now. More professionally. Here's some more money since we're spamming money. Thank you, Baboin, with the 20 BGN. I'm not too sure what that is, but very, very grateful for that as well. Thank you. Yeah, now I feel broke. Are you planning to get a new VA for her or not? I am, definitely. The thing is, though, with VAs in general for this series, it's kind of tough to maintain them. Like, maintain their attention, because the series is dragging on a very long time. And I could just kind of write it all out and then throw it all at them at once. But at the same time, that just becomes a lot of work immediately then. And I could space it out a little. But if I had all the lines pre-recorded, that would mean that I can't really change anything in the future, if I want to. Which is kind of bad, because I end up changing a lot. Like, as you'll see with episode 8, for example, when I go into the details, which I'll go into in like a couple of minutes. I changed stuff quite a bit from my initial plans for it. So, if I just had my initial drafts voiced, I would probably still in the future have to go back to them to try to get more lines fixed and whatnot. Which, it's like not an ideal solution either way. And if I don't do that, if I don't have them pre-recorded, then it becomes kind of tough to maintain their attention all the way through without paying a lot of money. Because obviously it's a lot easier to just do a couple sessions of voice acting versus like many sessions throughout a year and a half or however long this is going to go on for, so yeah. Who is this individual on screen? Are you playing Minecraft? I put Minecraft music in the background, and the individual on stream is one of the most diabolical people to ever exist. That's my official answer. So will this affect the Season 2 all episodes video? Probably not. I'll have to, like... I'd have to do way too much re-editing, because I would basically have to re-edit, like, the audio for all of those videos. Hi Sasori, I was really hooked with your Boros Turn Good series. Ironically, I was starting to get back into One Punch Man. All due to me becoming bald. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, gets a good Slayer. Thank you for sharing your experience. Yeah, that's actually nice. Thanks for the compliments and thanks for the laugh as well. Why did you shoot yourself in the foot? How do you feel about the Death Angels in One Punch Man video becoming your third most popular? On the one hand, I'm happy, obviously, because it's like, yes, the video got more popular, more people saw it, you know, more attention, more subscribers, all that. But on the other hand, it's really not my highest effort video by any means, and it's kind of sad that it excelled past a lot of my better videos, but, you know, it happens. I'm still happy that it blew up. Funny that Empty Void is pretty much featless due to all the redraws, yeah. I have way too many rewrites to count for now, some of my series, so I feel the pain of needing to do rewrites, yeah, exactly. Which, by the way... okay, I'll read one more comment about the Tatsumaki voice, and then we can go into the news. Personally, wouldn't mind there not being any different VAs. Could you just do a good job? Probably become too much work for one person to do. I like genuinely Tatsumaki's voice is kind of fun to do, not gonna lie. So I wouldn't mind doing it at all. It's actually simpler if I do all the voices myself, because then I can just regulate myself. I don't have to wait for voice actors to do their lines. So, it's technically more convenient if I do it myself, but I do feel like the series and you guys deserve like a better voice actress. Like, obviously I'm not a woman, I can't really voice a woman. My fanfictions above 200,000 words plus have been rewritten 3 times at least. Holy. How do you feel that we finally broke out of the One Punch Man retro loop? I think that's good. What's the Garo VA doing? I'm not gonna go into like any personal details or anything. They're kind of busy, but they are still on board with the project. Your best video yet is the Vultimites versus One Punch Man video. Probably because of recency bias for Invincible, but yeah, very good. I'd say like it's one of the better ones in terms of editing, but I could have gone more into like the speed meta for the Vultimites. Why only 19 views on the stream? It shows right now 35 watching like live, so it's definitely not 19. Alright, so now we can get into the updates for Boros Turn Good. So basically, first of all, the reasons why it's taken so long for this episode specifically. The main reason at first was that my dog died, and I just really wasn't in the mood to write anything, especially anything like gory and sad, which is kind of what happens in this episode. And it just kind of happened like very suddenly. It's like literally the day before he was running around, and then the next day we just get like, he's not moving basically. We get him to the vet. The vets told us later afterwards that there was like a ton of internal bleeding. They tried to do an operation on him, like a surgery, but it just didn't work, so unfortunate. Like, I've cried and I will still cry, but currently I can at least talk about it while not tearing up, so I've kind of moved on from that, so that's no longer a hurdle. But the thing that was afterwards, my mom broke her leg. I know, it's like, and like, it's bad. It's bad, but at the same time, I got a new car, so it's like, it's the weirdest time of my life currently. Like, it's been up and down so much, but or not a new car, but my first car basically. So, what was his name? Lucas. Not Lucky, but Lucas, like a localized version of that word that basically meant luck in English as well, but like different. I hope it had a good life. He did. He had a good dog. He did. I hope he had a good life, because we did try to get him like the best stuff possible. I also had many pets pass. It's soul crushing. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that as well. Oh, my stream broke. My stream broke for a second. Are we still there? Bro got cursed and blessed. Yeah, my dog died last month too. Sorry to hear that as well. I know it's hard because like I went through it, so yeah. I do hope it gets better. For the most part, I try to think of like the positives, not the negatives. So, but how it relates to Boros Turn Good, my mom breaking her leg. First of all, just been much more busy, because now I have to do all the dishes, all the errands, all the stuff around the house, everything. But secondly, she's always in the house, which means that I can't scream my head off. Which also means that I can't record episode 8, because that does involve me doing quite a lot of emotional screaming. So also, it does include that too. And now, I know I sound kind of upbeat talking about this stuff. Trust me, I was not for the longest time. I've just gotten used to it at this point, but like, yeah, it did hit me quite hard, like all of these things, but I've sort of gotten past it, and now I'm just sort of, talking about how it relates to like a YouTube series, so it's not that serious anymore, but, So basically, I couldn't record it for a while because of that. And also, the big thing is also the writing. I had the script, over 10,000 words, written for this episode by New Year's. That's when I had it written, and since then I've rewritten it 4 times. I'm on my 5th draft right now, which, just kind of trying to get it right? Like, obviously movies and TV shows and mangas are supposed to go through multiple drafts, so the story can be good. So, yeah. Basically, that's also something I've been busy with. I've rewritten a 10,000 word episode like 5 times by now. 4 times. I'm on my 5th rewrite right now. And then my last one is just gonna be probably more like correcting like the grammar of certain sentences and whatnot, just making sure that it sounds good. So yeah. So now it's on my 5th rewrite. I'm gonna be done with it around like the end of this week, hopefully. And then, hopefully, my mom's gonna be like all okay soon, hopefully. At the latest, it should be next week, so... Like, first of all, obviously very glad that she's gonna be okay, but second of all, I will be able to record this episode then. So, yeah. Yeah, everything's fine, we're still here, it's fine. Lucas may hear us well. Yeah, hopefully. I'm gonna try not to talk about it too much, because if I do talk about it too much, then I will cry. I'm trying to stay upbeat for now. Quickly skim through the stream. I came here late, but I think Steam Labs is better for live streaming, but I don't think you can use it for recording. Yeah, for recording I use Audacity, not OBS. Bro got nerfed. Lucas probably butchered the name, sorry. It's a nice name, not gonna lie. It's L-A-K-A... No, I-S. I am bad at spelling. I can talk, but I cannot spell. Oh, I painted this. Thank you for the 6 euros. Thank you very much. Hi, I can't afford 50 bucks, but go buy yourself half a pizza. Thank you. Probably gonna spend it on the series, though. I'm saving up for an animation, so probably not gonna go to the pizza. But yeah, thank you very much. And, like, no need for 50 bucks. Like, only do that if you can afford it. Like, please. Those guys are just kind of insane. Kryptonite Gamer. Lucas, replace the U with an I, and that'll be it. Lucas. Lucas. Do you think of keeping Blast and Empty Void's backstory, Satori? Like, for the manga? Like, the actual manga? Like, if I think they should keep it, or for my series? For my series, I'll say I don't really have plans for Empty Void right now, because I made this season without Empty Void in mind. The stream is crazy with the amount of money we're dropping. Like, legit, the craziest stream, probably. Is your favorite One Punch Man character Platinum S? Actually, in the original, I think he was vastly wasted. Like, you can see in my wasted characters, I put him at number 1. I think he had so much more potential to give. Because, like, a character with the ability to manipulate his own cells, like, you'll see in the episode, in the upcoming one, what I do with it. I expanded on it a lot more than the series reasonably could have, to make him an actually threatening villain at this point, because, you know, obviously we have, like, several extremely OP characters going around. And he needs to be unique and powerful. So I did both of those, and I expanded his powers a lot. But I feel like in the original, you could have still had something more with him, you know, not just dying to Garo. I don't get it. Ever since the Monster Association arc in the manga, there's been a lot of redraws. See, that's what happens when you don't do drafts of your story. Imagine if I did 5 episodes of episode 8 for each and every draft I did. How much do you need for the animation? My last one that I did cost $500, so animation is very expensive. But this does go a long way to it, like for sure. It does help a lot. You're gonna get peak fanfic and peak animation, you're just spoiling us at this point. Yeah, just to don't get your hopes too high, because animation is crazy expensive. There's not gonna be more than like a few minutes in the entire series. However, I do really want to do a few minutes of animation. I currently have like 30 seconds of it. Then there's gonna be another 30-second one for the end of this season, and then there's gonna be like bigger ones probably in the last episode, in the finale of the series. Did I inspire the Uranus thing? Perhaps. Perhaps. You mean like it getting blown up in the last episode, right? I'm pretty sure if me and Gamer combined, we will be able to pay it off right now. Maybe. You probably could. The last month on YouTube was very good for revenue as well, though, like with the Quiet Place video and all. Just me being a lot more active in general was just a good sort of buff. So I do have a bit more money to really, like, not throw around, but, like, you know, rely on now. Where is Machine God G6? Who knows? Do you animate by yourself? No, I commission people to do. I cannot animate. My animations would not be good. I am coping and telling myself that Black S isn't just kept around for comedic relief. Hopefully not. I do think they have something with him in mind. Just checking, are you still not ending on a cliffhanger unlike season 1? We'll see. We'll see, but you guys might be mad at me. You guys might be mad at me. The manga author getting rid of Empty Void and Blast backstories, especially with the sister, was probably one of the author's biggest mistakes he ever made. Maybe? But I didn't really care for it all that much, to be honest. Like, I thought the Tatsumaki arc was fine, and then the ninja arc was like... I didn't really like it all that much. As you can probably tell in like the video that I did about things. Oh my god! Kryptonite Gamer, 200 pounds. What? Okay, thank you very much. Holy. Even the stream is red. Like the stream in the chat, it's red. Holy. Jesus. Dude, thank you very much. Holy. Dude is loaded. Dude has the bucks. Holy. Jesus. My guy has stacks. Your wallet weeps. Jesus. How much lighter do you plan on making your wallet? You can buy 20 more pizzas. Dude, like, okay, thank you so much. I'm not sure how to respond. Dude, this is amazing. Like, literally, I can pay off that animation now for the most part. With just the revenue from this stream alone. I'm sorry. Your Platinum S is pretty much Perfect Cell, but he has more of the terrifying traits from Imperfect Cell. Sort of, but I think you'll see he has like a lot more stuff to him as well in the upcoming episodes. Because these next few are where Platinum S really comes into his own as a villain. But dude, I still can't get over that super chat. Holy. You need to add a cameo of the car monster. Maybe. We'll see. If you don't mind answering, how much do you get from your videos? I know it's probably a little too personal, so I need to answer. Usually it's like 100 to 150 per month, but like the last month was very good. Like it was several times more than that, so I'm gonna do like quite a bit of investing with that into the animations and whatnot. Okay, hold on. How many messages did I miss? This is but a fraction of my power. Kryptonite is secretly a millionaire. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. Hey, Eternal Flame, thank you for the $5 as well. I'm not gonna lie, you're motivating me to be much more devious with my own writing. Yo, please be. I promise you, when this episode comes out, episode 8, you'll have even more ideas. Because I'm trying to walk the balance. See, the thing is, why there have been as many rewrites, because with most episodes in Season 1, I did go with the first draft. With most episodes in Season 2, it was like the second or third draft. This one is on the 5th draft already, and it's because I'm really trying to walk the line between getting too dark and edgy and being like too light, because I have hyped it up as a very brutal event and I fully intend to make it that, but I don't want it to be edgy brutal. So I'm sort of trying to walk the line with that, which is like the biggest thing that has been warranting all these rewrites. Jeff Bezos in the chat. Next he will do like 500. I think all of us, especially Gamer, paid off the animations, yeah. Pretty much. So is the Neo Heroes arc next in the manga then? Probably, I think. I haven't read the webcomic past the ninja arc. I had to read it for season 1 of the series when like Hellfire and Gale confronted Sonic. And I wanted to do a little bit of research into the relationship of Sonic and Flash for future reference. Just so I didn't mess anything up for that, so that's when I did read it. This guy alone will fund the whole series at this point. Can you add Machine God G5 later in your episode, please, please? I can make him cameo at some point, but not the next episode. The next episode is laser focused on this one grand event. Why are the likes fluctuating so fast? I'm not sure. Everyone drop y'all college funds to Satori. Please don't. Please do this only if you can afford to. How much stronger is Platinum S right now than Phoenix Man's peak burning form? I'm not gonna tell you. You get to figure it out for yourself. Make it dark like Berserk. See, the thing is, I did read Berserk Eclipse specifically for this, in preparation to doing this. I will donate mine over Patreon, this is too much to give to Google. Yeah, fair. Google does take a fair amount off the super chats. Or YouTube. Don't tempt me to drop 500. My pockets aren't limitless. Yeah, maybe don't. Maybe keep some. I don't want you. I don't want you to go starving. Yeah, still hoping for the heroic sacrifice for Metalbat and Watchdog Man. We shall see. The Theater Massacre, Platinum S' own masterpiece and magnum opus. See, the thing is, too, it's not his magnum opus. It's the start. I can say that much. It is the start. So, yeah. It is not the magnum opus. Not even close. Please don't kill off my goat Moomin Rider. He is in the trailer for a reason, I'll say that much. I can't, it's too much. Yeah, don't do that, Kryptonite. Like, you've already done more than enough, Jesus. His power level broke the YouTube scatter. Yep. Kryptonite, if you're a millionaire, drop 510 times. Help Satori, lol. Nah. Don't pressure crypto, that's right. What Dato said. How strong is Phoenix Man's resurrection? Because he was turned into ash and then still came back, since you're the one who's made in this form of him. If it doesn't spoil the rest of the series, of course. I'll say the ash thing is the limit, probably. Because I did sort of establish it as like Phoenix Man himself wasn't sure if he would survive that one. And the fact that he was pushed to the limit, like the absolute limit of how far his resurrection could take him, is what caused him to shoot up in power that much. Because, you know, he did go from, like, below bang level to embodying Tatsumaki, so it was a crazy buff. One of the biggest buffs in the entire series, honestly. Probably comparable to a cosmic boost, even. Did you watch the Minecraft movie? I haven't, and I'm not too keen on it either way. Like, I'm sorry, but why did they go with that approach? There were so many better ways to go about this. Like, I am aware, probably a lot of effort went into it, but... Real funny, going by the trailer, it looks like Platinum is going to engage Boros and they're going to fight each other at full power. See, but that's the trailer for the arc, not the episode. Keep that in mind. That can happen much later. Or it may happen next episode, you never know. Berserk is interesting since it's dark with a point, but there's still a bit of light afterwards. Yeah. I'm not gonna go like full megalomaniac or like whatever it's called. Or just... No, megalomaniac doesn't work there. Why did I say that? I'm not gonna go full like edgelord super dark all the time. Like obviously there will still be comedic relief and stuff, but just not in the crucial moments of the plot, cause for example, with Canon One Punch Man, one of the things that I haven't really liked is that the comedy overshadows the serious moments recently a lot. And I do hope to avoid that. Give me a few months, I'll get 500 for him. Dude, only if you can. Only if you can afford it. Like, please don't push yourself. Bro, you really made Platinum really creepy and unhinged in your What If series? Yeah, I did. You butchered my name, but it's okay, it's a Portuguese name. I'm sorry. I probably butcher a lot of names. How much currently is the stream revenue? 378 euros. Dude, it's insane, holy. Dude, thank you guys so much, especially Kryptonite Gamer, Jesus. Peak Phoenix Men in Season 1 we know is about the same power level as released Boros in canon. Perhaps even higher, because Meteoric Burst was the thing that Boros said when he was like, yeah, you would have given me a tough time when I came to Earth earlier. So potentially more. Chicken Jockey. Tatsumaki versus Boros said it was fire. Yeah, that one was suggested to me by the editor, and they did it pretty much by themselves. So the credit does go to him. But yeah. You're thinking Psychopath. Yep. Psychopath. Flint and Steel. I don't know. To me, I did expect more than like just like various references and like not much substance, which I think is what this is gonna be. I haven't watched it, so maybe I can be proven wrong. I don't know. I said enraged Boros, not just engage. Oh, alright. As in he's going to anger Boros to the point that he will go all out and will not relent on Platinum S. Yeah. I have calculated that the total number of large pizzas you can buy off the donations of the stream. Assuming $8 for a pizza, you can buy 45.5 pizzas. That is surprisingly kind of low. Like, 45 pizzas cost that much. It's kind of sad. Could Highball Moomin Rider solo the JJK verse, no hacks included? Probably not, I would imagine. From what I know about JJK. But One Punch Man is meant to be a comedy and it is meant to be taken seriously in quotations. This would probably be the best counter-argument for you not liking the comedy overtaking the serious. See, but the thing is, I like One Punch Man the most when it is serious. I love Deep Seeking, serious stuff. I love Boros, serious stuff. I love a lot of the Monster Association arc when it was being serious and taking itself seriously. I like it the most when it's at its most serious. I do enjoy the comedy, especially early on, but later, not as much, because like Saitama one-shotting people can only be funny so many times before it just gets kind of old. Are Tatsumaki and Boros equal at this point? I'd say the fight kind of speaks for itself. Like, Tatsumaki is definitely superior to released Boros, but not by much in general, but then with the ultimate move. That's a different story. Which, by the way, that hasn't been revealed yet, what it actually is. Where is Pureblood the bad guy? In the series, he's probably dead from Boros flipping a continent. The easiest way to describe the Minecraft movie is an acid trip. Maybe. I haven't watched it yet. I want more Goketsu and Rover relationship in the Perono bonding. They are very cute together. I want to do more of that. I do want to do that. Like, once everything settles down with the big events now, if the Earth is still intact, then maybe we can do more Slice of Life. Which I do want to do. When new episode? Okay, so the thing is, I can probably have it finished in terms of, like, the script, like, completely finished by the end of next week. Because I've had it finished, like, in terms of, like, the initial script, for months. I've had it done since New Year's. But I have rewritten it several times since then to make it better and better. Like, as good as possible. Because this is the culmination of a lot of build-up. So, I've done quite a bit of efforts. I put quite a bit of efforts into making the script as good as possible. And then after that, if all goes well, next week I may be able to record it. Over several sessions, because I'm not going to be able to do it all at once. It's just way too long for that. But yeah. So, next week, or the week after that, if I have the recording, then it's gonna take a while to edit it all. But like, before the start of summer, I want to say that I'll have it out. I'm not too sure because exams are coming up as well, so we'll see. But afterwards it should go way faster, because then it'll be summer and then I'll have a lot more time. So, at that point it should go a lot faster. Will Metalbat's little sister, Tario, and Takami meet and become friends? So can Platinum S kill Phoenix Man forever, since I don't think he can surpass the limit that Phoenix Man needs to come back? Maybe. We'll see what happens. How strong is Boros gonna get in this universe? So my initial idea for the finale was that he and Platinum S actually travel through the multiverse and break the multiverse and then go back in time to the Big Bang through sheer speed alone, and then they cause the Big Bang. And then, yeah, that's how strong they are. They start the Big Bang, but not for the universe, for the multiverse. The Big Bang starts, and then it gives birth to infinite fifth-dimensional universes in a 17th dimensional plane of existence, meaning they are out-reversal, and yeah, that's the initial plan. That was like my like genuinely, that was my intrusive thought at the very start, to just make it go crazy at the end. That was the intrusive thought, but would I allow it to win? Maybe, we don't know. Confirmation Rover is okay. Just realized Tatsumaki's kinda Toji Fushiguro, if you know what I mean. Just watch JJK Season 2. I have seen it, but I'm not too sure. What? That would cause us circular stuff because they cause themselves exactly. They're beyond causality. You don't want to get... You don't get to brush off like that. What happens to Tario? We got Freaky Satri left before GTA 6. Can't wait for Phoenix Man vs. Platinum S. Okay, that's far too much. No way you're doing that. That was the intrusive thought. Whether I would actually do that? Probably not, but... You know, like how you get an intrusive thought on the street, you just like, I don't know, like... punch a board or something, like whatever. You know, but you don't act on it. Like, that's sort of what that was. Lord Haros versus Canon Boros, who would win? That would be kinda spoilery. I don't want to reveal Haros there just yet. How strong would you put Cosmic Fear Phoenix Man from start to end, and how it compares to Cosmic Fear Garo's power tiers? Would it be medium star level in some of his stats, like attack potency? See, the thing is, I did not, at that point, pay too much attention into how strong he would be in terms of, like, how much he can destroy, you know, star level, solar system, whatever. Because at that point, my scale for One Punch Man was generally a lot lower than it is right now as well. Like, for example, I would not have placed Tatsumaki at Planetary back in the day. So it is kind of skewed from that perspective, because it doesn't really reflect my views on canon One Punch Man anymore. But it's kind of weird. So how far are you in JJK right now? I have just finished Gojo vs. Sukuna. In the manga. Are we getting any more Lord Haros? He is scheduled for the next episode. He does have a cameo, so look out for that. Okay, I did miss a lot. Bro, rip Takumi in advance. Now save that for the end of the series when Boros breaks his limiter and fights God. Who's smarter, L from Death Note or Child Emperor? In terms of, like, technology, obviously Child Emperor. In terms of detective work, obviously L. Like, it's just different kinds of intelligence. What did he say? I'm sure the series will end with battling God and probably defeating him, since we know the main series isn't going anywhere near that. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do God. I have an entirely different finale planned, because we don't know enough about God yet for me to do that. You better not kill Tari or the little girl Satsuri. Make Dr. Genius Child Emperor and Dr. Kuseno play Among Us. That would be kinda cool. I love burning hatred for Tario. What? I have burning hatred for Tario. Why? I want Rover to believe Garo's pet and them getting into some shenanigans. Oh, Rover to be Garo's pet. Maybe. That might happen. Who knows? Who has the most plot armor and what if Boros turned good? Garo. I do regret having him maimed that hard at the end of episode 6. Because, yeah, that was too much. Oh, my headphones fell out. Oops. For a while I couldn't hear the Minecraft music and I thought something was wrong, and then it turns out I was just being stupid and my headphones fell out of the computer. Have you read Naruto? Boy, have I! If you go to my channel and, like, do sorting from oldest, starting with the oldest videos, basically. Like, you go to the channel, go to, like, the sorting, and then select from oldest to newest. You'll see if I've read Naruto. The channel basically started with Naruto. Him surviving the events of episode 1 of season 1 is plot armor. Who? Garo? It's Boros, him surviving Saitama's plot armor. Nah, I wouldn't say so. I think it could have happened. Boros removed his limiter and Platinum S becomes the real god seed, and they go so strong they shake your PC. When's the next episode coming? I don't want to give out any promises, but like maybe a month. Hopefully. Hello, Hex. Let's go, Lord Haros. I love that man. Yeah. Do you like the latest chapters of Record of Ragnarok? I need to catch up. I haven't caught up yet. I'm still on Okita versus Susano. Like at the very start of it. By the way, if you do have God Fight, then what would you use as reference for his power set and battle style? I'm not too sure. I haven't really watched that many like movies or animes with like crazy high scale battles. How does Cosmic Fury's Phoenix Man hypernovas compare to actual hypernovas from supermassive stars? Basically, it was already explained in the episode. It's verbatim a hypernova, just condensed into a smaller form. But it's verbatim a hypernova, like full hypernova. I'm going to go in game with a friend. Bye. Goodbye. Happy end of this. Have a good gaming session. My God, I'm starting to stutter. I have a theory after watching what you dislike in One Punch Man. I think there is actual consequences for the time travel, and I think at the end of the series, Saitama would lose his powers. Trust? Maybe. We'll see. In the webcomic, Boros is in a revival cell. Can you hope that Boros has his memory or something else happen? I am cautiously optimistic, as the webcomic, from what I've heard, has been good. I haven't been keeping up, but I heard it has been good. So one has been keeping up with his good writing. It's just like the manga going haywire. So I really do hope that they don't make Boros into some mindless drone. I hope they do something interesting with him. We shall see. If it doesn't spoil the episodes, is God stronger than the Saitama? I assume so. I do believe God is stronger for the moment. I know I get hate for that, but, you know, it's kind of what I think is the deal in the canon series. Megaro's plot armor not so bad in the What If Boros Turned Good compilation video for Season 2. It would require quite a bit of re-editing, but maybe I could. If I just re-edited the audio a little bit. Start of Season 2, Boros versus Saiyan Saga Goku. Boros, absolutely. At the start of Season 2, holy. Like, even if you use the anime scaling for Goku and make him, like, infinitely faster than light, he's still not damaging Boros in the Saiyan Saga. The Saiyan Saga is just not enough. Imagine ending What If Boros Turned Good. Oh, imagine if the ending of this What If is God deciding to move away from the Boros universe and God decides to go back to the original universe. Dang. Lord Horus is a glorious custom character and I'm glad you added him. Thank you. I have a lot of stuff planned with him, and he was supposed to appear earlier, in episode 6 actually, but just couldn't because the voice actor got sick. Hopefully Peakfoot will come to us in 1 month, noted. Hopefully. Do you plan on making your own manga one day? Probably not, but I do plan to write a novel one day. Also, Kryptonite Gamer, thank you for the £5. Sorry for not responding for a while. So fun fact, chat, I went to give Satoru £100 and YouTube has a limit of 500 a day. Dude, look out for yourself. I am very thankful, but also, like, please don't be crazy with it. I appreciate it a lot. Really, I do, but, like, do the, you know, be cautious a little bit. Can a Metal Bat's little sister survive the massacre? Saitama sacrifices his powers to win one video game against King. That would be hype. That's the finale of the entire story. He makes a binding vow like Sukuna to beat King in a game. Warwick Sakura versus Metal Bat. See, the thing is, Warwick Sakura actually has some of the most ridiculous scaling in all of Naruto. Like, legit, okay, don't take this as me being a Naruto fanboy. I think Sakura would win, like, really badly too, if you take the Kaguya fight Sakura, because don't take this as a Naruto fanboy thing. I legit think Sakura wins against like 99% of Naruto as well. Like, it's just that her scaling in that fight is so unbelievably dumb. Like, she damages Kaguya, she reacts to a full speed charge from a exponentially faster Kaguya, legitimately stated. She got exponentially stronger and faster. She legit blitzes Naruto and Sasuke in the panel before, and then Sakura comes in, reacts to her charge, and just punches her, damages her, bruises her cheek even though she hit the back of her head. That means her chakra went through Kaguya's skull. And then she knocks her back, again, stopping all her momentum, stopping all her charge, knocks her back, an exponentially greater Kaguya than the one that was already bodying Naruto and Sasuke. Like, it's... Dude, it's the most ridiculous scaling I have ever seen in any manga, period. And I love it because I haven't heard a single valid debunk to it yet. And I love trolling with it. Tatsumaki height arc. Height surgery arc. Monster Moment Rider versus Deep Seeking. That could be pretty interesting. From what I read on the comprehensive energy scale, hypernovas are calculated to 100 foe solar system level, which is higher than large star, which range from this many foe. I also would give Satori 100 euros. Yeah, only if you can. Please be responsible with it. For Gotham characters, I really prefer if you give them more unique names rather than just adding Cosmic Fear in front of the name, because that's like Garo's exclusive title. Yeah, I did regret that. Like, as soon as somebody pointed it out, I did regret that, and in Season 2, Episode 1, I did retcon it to be Cosmic Flame, which I probably could have still done, like, a more unique title, but I think it's better than Cosmic Fear, like Cosmic Flame Phoenix Man. Still better. And yeah, I definitely will do that going forward if there are any more god characters. What is your headcanon for why the Ninja Arc redraw keeps happening? Oh, the stream crashed again for a second. Bro just coughs and moves on. We also gonna get a peak novel? Maybe someday. I have been working on ideas for novels, because I do really want to write something of my own someday. Someday soon, too. I could get another account, but that's a bit too much. Nah, dude, it's fine. More than fine. Like, you've already done so much. Don't do that again. I appreciate it a lot, but look out for yourself as well. So yeah, what is your idea for why the Ninja Arc keeps happening? Basically, it's just, I don't have a headcanon. I think the writers just don't know what to do at this point. Like, I'm kind of sorry, but like, I am disappointed, because I did, overall, I love One Punch Man, like, absolutely. But these past couple years, that they have just not been it. Worse than Sage Centipede scaling is wild. It's worse. It's legitimately worse. It's because there isn't a debunk of it. Kishimoto was just doing... just shitting his pants as a writer. Pretty much, yeah, there isn't a debunk, which is what I love about it. It's the easiest position to argue for in a debate, and it's the funniest too. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. I now have a goal to make a more wild power scaling in writing than what happened with Sakura. Joking. Dude, have Moomin Rider out of nowhere just one-shot Cosmic Garo in the next chapter. Where do you scale Meteoric Burst Boros, Large Planet, Dwarf Star? On, like, the reasonable end, I believe he's, like, Dwarf Star to Star level. maybe a little bit higher, but not really. But then, with the highballed scaling of him actually scaling to Saitama a little bit, and you can watch my second video on how strong is Boros, like how strong is Boros round 2 for a full explanation. But basically I do believe that there is a possibility that he could scale to a fraction of Saitama. And in that case, he would just be wherever he thinks Saitama is, just like a tier lower. Or like a couple tiers lower. Guess the plot point. My guess is that the people will assume that Boros did mass murder in the opera house. Maybe, we'll see. Hey, I've been making a hero story with my own characters, and I have 357 characters with backstory. Character development, twists and turns, and I have been making more of them. That is insanely impressive, like, jeez. Coming up with that many backstories, holy. Wish you luck with that, like... What's the project called, by the way? If you don't mind sharing. Like, if it's public or not. Also, why is Platinum S so dark here? What is he, Netherite S? Netherite S should be the next evolution. Just like out of nowhere, he references Minecraft in the series. There was already a Minecraft building, like, montage, so that's one. That would also be, like, canon, I guess, that Minecraft exists in the series. Big Fella Inc., why did you have to phrase your Tatsumaki and Phoenix Man question that way? Yes, it is a valid win con, but why did you have to phrase it that way? I really don't like when authors just do that out of the blue, when they before never had that level of strength. This is what annoys me about Naruto Shippuden and the Kaguya fight. Yeah. Celestial Blaze Phoenix Man? Yo, that is hype. I'm screenshotting that. Dude. Celestial Blaze Phoenix Man. Kind of a tongue twister, but I love it. My problem with Warwick Sakura scaling is that she gets stabbed by Jubidara 5 minutes before punching Kage. Dude, that mental lamp just goes insane. That mental lamp is just fire. The Ninja arc does bring into question how much of a hand is one onto the manga. See, that's also a thing I have been wondering, because it's really, like, with how incredibly different the manga and the webcomic have been in terms of quality, in terms of the story, I don't know. I really don't think that he has much of a hand in it anymore. After looking back at the irredeemable comics in a fight between Plutonian and Boros, Boros in the original is not enough to stop Plutonian. We're gonna need your version of Boros. I did read a bunch of the comments about it, about the Plutonian. His scaling does seem pretty wild. I honestly kind of want to start writing a novel eventually in the future. Yeah, like, the temptation is real. Like, please do that as well. I'd like to see one novel from you. What's your opinion on Bombardillo Crocodillo versus Tardillo Tralala? Crocodillo, because I like crocodiles. How powerful do you think Escanor is? I know it's extremely difficult to scale 7 deadly sins, but I personally believe he would be start level. That fits his narrative. You mean like star level? Star level is kind of high, but maybe, I'm not too sure. I haven't been too deep into 7 deadly sin scaling. Platinum S. Let's go, my name will be used, I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm probably gonna include it in a future episode as a reference. He should have Bedrock S versus God animated. Barrier block S. Just, he's invisible. He would literally be invisible. Command block S. Wow. We're really going the Minecraft route here. If we are giving cosmic vessels their own name, then what would a cosmic Orochi or Tatsumaki be called? Orochi, I feel like a dragon would have to go with it, like some sort of like celestial dragon. One Piece reference right there. Tatsumaki, I'm not too sure. Maybe like Nebula Cyclone or something. I'm not too sure about Tatsumaki. I will get back to you on the novel in 5 to 7 business months. You can get Pika Escanor to star level if you scale him to the Demon King due to the Supreme Deity creating a dimension with a star. Jeez, I did not know 7 Deadly Sins was that built. By the way, have you gotten back into MHA? At some point I'll catch up, but currently I am not caught up past the very beginning of the Second War. I just haven't really had the time. Oh, Genesian S goes hard. The last element of the periodic table. What's in your opinion the absolute dumbest take? Oh, there are so many different like variables to that. I'm not sure. Doom Demise Dragon Orochi. Maybe a little bit over the top, but like Demise Dragon maybe could work. I'm not too sure. Hey dude, I saw your One Punch Man versus Viltrumite vid, pretty cool. Though all the Viltrumites would lose because they die upon impact with a Tatsumaki barrier. The best they have is having billions of lights, billions of times FTL feats, plus stamina. Yeah. Horses are a JoJo reference. JoJo does have quite a few horses. That I have noticed. I am Satri, wait. Season 1 finale was literally a Boros jockey. Oh my god. Tatsumaki the Boros jockey. Where does the Big Bang scale? Like around Universal, I think, is the common consensus for that. I call it I Don't Want to Be a Hero. It's about a man named Jay and he hates attention, but everyone wants to make him a hero, but he hates heroes and people looking at him. That seems like a cool premise. I'd read that. I'd give it the first few chapters a go, I'd say. Reluctant heroes are always fun. If you think that's correct, don't even get me started on Four Knights. Sequels usually have crazier scaling, like think of Boruto compared to Shippuden, to Dragon Ball Super compared to Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, I could believe that. Arthur is able to create a dimension that is filled to the brim with stars. Okay. Do you believe the manga should go one by one with the webcomic, or do you believe the manga should do their own thing? See, at this point, in the Monster Association arc, I think that a lot of their deviations from the webcomic were generally good up until Sage. When Sage appeared, that is when the deviations stopped really being good. Cosmic Garo is the only debatable exception to that in my mind. But every other deviation I haven't really liked. Sasori, what's your opinion on Hellsing? Alexander Anderson and Alucard are the best characters, dude. Filthy Protestant bastards. I love them. I know that's abridged, but I love them both. In both abridged and non-abridged. I haven't fully watched it. I have seen multiple episodes, but I haven't watched it to the very end. I just kind of dropped it because at the time, I just did not have time. I really need to pick it back up someday soon. Because it's not a lot to catch up on. Like, I could do that in, like, one evening. Can human Garo red hair pass the tuning exams? Yeah, he definitely could with the red hair. Hero Hunter, I believe, would be more interesting, but I think he could too. Could the difference in destructive scale of Winged and Gargoyle Garo Fajin be used to differentiate their own IP? Their AP, but would it mean that Gargoyle is like a billion times stronger than Winged? I think it would be a weird scale to do, but like at the same time, I also believe that the aim generally, like, one is aiming at a mountain sideways, one is aiming directly at the planet and like fully charging into it with like jet propulsions as well. So like there's more factors to consider. It is an interesting thought, but I do think it's more of a like extreme high wall situation. Theoretically, how much stronger could Monster Garo get? I feel like he was probably approaching his limits against Saitama. Like, he could grow stronger still, but like nothing he would have done would have like mattered in the end. Cosmic Tatsumaki, Imperial Nebula Tatsumaki, Cosmic Orochi, Heaven Devouring Orochi. Yeah, I love the Tatsumaki one. Heaven Devouring Orochi also sounds cool, but I like the Tatsumaki one better. I'm also saving that. Brainrot, Power Child Emperor, and Locked In Ugly versus Command Block S. He gets access to all commands. S wins. I'm gonna have to go pretty soon. I'm kind of running a little low on time, but I can have like 5 or 10 minutes still. Do you agree that Meteoric Burst Boros is the strongest with the exception of Blast Item and all the cosmic characters? Absolutely. I definitely think that he is like... He is not a tier above the regular cast. He is a tier below the cosmic cast. I think that is how I would word it. Like, he is the opener to the cosmic characters, like to that cosmic tier of power. Obviously, he's below them, but like... He's just like really far above everybody else in my opinion. Fun fact for the Goku Glazers, if you claim base Goku is universal, then he powers up, he should destroy all the universe. And if Ki control is a thing, then Goku cooks himself alive because Ki is hot. I'm not sure that's how that works, buddy. Maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't really say so, though, because Goku does have insane scaling. Do you believe One Punch Man should have got an infection AU? Maybe. I'm not too sure how much interesting stuff could be done with it. Maybe it could. What about Walter? He's goated on Helsing. I've not gotten to the big twist. I know there's like some kind of big twist, but I've not gotten to it yet. Do you think Garo will break his limiter eventually? Probably not, because that would kind of defeat the purpose of the of Saitama's character being the only one with the broken limiter. Do video Human Garo versus Chunin exams, it would be a better video. I think it could be fun. I'd feel kind of bad though, because it's like dropping a nuke on babies. Like, Naruto and the Chunin exams is strong. Like, don't get me wrong, they definitely are pretty strong. Like, you can get him to dozens of mocks, you can get him to like town level. But then it's like, well, you have Garo fighting Genos who can dodge laser beams. and even if you lowball him and you discard the lightspeed metas, he can block like machine gun bullets, which has been calced to like 100 mocks and whatnot, you know, like, it's still not going too well for the Chunin exams, unfortunately. It was stated that Garo was breaking his limiter. Do you think he didn't break it until he got God-amped, or he broke it before? I think he did not break it. I think he was like cracking it a little maybe, but I don't think he would have broken it on his own. Because that would defeat the point of the story of the Saitama being like the only one who could. Tatsumaki is Esperial, as in Esper, not Imperial. Oh, okay. Sorry, I cannot read. Dude, I'm old. I remember subbing to you after your first Boros scaling wood. I remember starting my comic. I think it had page 8 by 9. Now I'm at page 145. My Platinum drawings look cringe in comparison. Yeah, Animator Broman. Sorry, I'm kind of stuttering now. It's been an hour and a half. I do remember those. They were nice, though. They were still nice. I think it wasn't Platinum S, though. It was Garo, right? Say Puri Puri somehow very, very, very theoretically survives a serious punch. Could he reach normal punch levels? Maybe. This is such a bizarre question. I'd have to think about it a bit. I guess that means Goku has a super, super high heat resistance. Yeah. How do you think a clash and battle of attrition between Cosmic Fear Garo and the Plutonian go down? See, Garo doesn't really have a limit to his stamina. Like, he could have kept fighting and fighting. Like, we don't really have any confirmed limits to his stamina. Plus, he can always just copy and whatnot. Human Garo in the Chunin exams would hopefully result in Sakura versus Ino never happening. Maybe, if he knocked him out of the tournament earlier. Really though, let's be real, if Goku is multiversal, why does he get threatened by a galaxy-level attack, and why does Vegeta die when the planet explodes? Like, really? I mean, Vegeta dies because of the vacuum of space, not because the planet exploded, I believe. And the galaxy attack, that's just kind of like really not well thought out. Like, it's like Geno saying he could destroy a meteor, and that being supposed to be impressive when he's actually so much stronger. Or like Watchdog Man being hyped up for going like 250 miles an hour, which again is like ridiculously slow in comparison to how fast One Punch Man should actually be. It just does like a bunch of contradictions, like most verses have that, at least a little. At least I can say I draw bald people really good. Godly bald people with paintbrushes and too much cross-hatching. W special skill. At this point, would you do Is Saitama the Problem of One Punch Man video? I do want to do a video like that. I also mentioned it in like the bad things about One Punch Man video. The thing is, I don't want to make multiple negative videos in a row. But we'll see. I do want to do it at some point, but we'll see exactly when. I just finished Super and the series just hates Vegeta, especially in the Granola arc. Yeah. It really does. It's kind of sad. Vegeta deserves better. You made me drop Latimas, Garo, Saitama, and the Boros OC that I forgot the name of. Yeah, I remember, like, Haros, I remember Saitama, I remember Boros, or, like, Garo. Also, Boros is in the little drawing that you did with Rover. Platinum S, I'm not sure I remember that, actually. Cosmic Fear Garo versus Celestial Blaze Phoenix Man, who would win? Initial Garo versus Peak Phoenix Man, Phoenix Man. But if it's Peak Garo versus Peak Phoenix Man, then yeah, Garo. Gums versus Piga, Tanked Up Master, and Puri Puri. I think they could, all three of them working together could probably put him down. The Galaxy attack is only in destructive capacity, not AP. True. I thought about that, but it wasn't stated that they die in space. They are just unable to use their power, not straight up get incinerated. He verbatim was in there. I mean, the planet is very, very large. Like, they could just not see him from where they were standing. Like, it's not that he was completely incinerated. Like, if he's a million miles away, they're not gonna see his body. I think that's how that works. Which is your favorite arc in Naruto and One Punch Man? One Punch Man is weird, because, like, overall, I think the Boros arc is the best. the obvious reasons, but it's so short that I really can't in good faith put it above the Monster Association arc. It's just way longer, has way more hype moments, has way more good writing moments as well, because I do believe that Boros vs. Saitama is extremely well written, but in terms of sheer quantity, like, you have one 10 out of 10 versus like a dozen 8 and 9 out of 10s, you know, like it's still very, very well written at multiple points in the Monster Association arc. So I do think Monster Association arc as a whole definitely wins. And then afterwards for Naruto, the Pain arc. Absolutely, I love the Pain arc so much. Do you believe the S-Class could beat Omni-Man, and if they did, which one of the S-Class would be dead from the battle? Most of the lower S-Class would be dead. Tatsumaki is really the biggest chance they have, I believe, aside from Blast. Obviously, I don't think we're including Blast. Tatsumaki, I think, could win one-on-one. Like, even if there is a vast speed difference, if it's one-on-one, she definitely has better durability and power, so she could just protect herself with barriers until she finds a chance to catch him. And lots of weaker characters have caught Omni-Man before, and weaker and slower, so I do believe Tatsumaki could win. What's your opinion on Percy Jackson versus Evil Ocean Water? Percy doesn't have the DC to beat Ocean Water, but Evil Ocean's Water's attacks wouldn't do anything to Percy, because water heals him and he has heat resistance. The thing is, I've read all 5 Percy Jackson books. Pretty fun. I liked them a lot as a kid. I haven't reread them in a while. Maybe I will someday. In terms of like the power scaling, Ocean Water's cannons can damage Garo, who is at that point like small planetary perhaps, or at the very least multi-continental. And like the sheer force, like even if water heals Percy, could he withstand the sheer force of that water just like ramming into him with that sort of power and speed? I'm not too sure. When will the next episode come out? Probably around a month, maybe a little bit more. I'll try to get it out within a month, but I can't promise anything. How powerful do you think Boros at the max of his limiter would be? Do you think his peak potential could be multi-solar system level tier? I think it could be. Like, it's possible. How long will the next episode be? Currently, it's 10,300 words. It's still only... It's not the final version yet, but it should be around like a similar length in terms of words, so it's definitely going to be over an hour. Or like, at the very least, very near an hour. And what's your big... Okay, the final couple questions and then we're going to have to go, because we have been here for quite a while. Poseidon, Record of Ragnarok versus Evil Ocean Water. Poseidon, for sure. Dude's just got crazy scaling. Lowballed or highballed. The Record of Ragnarok series, Poseidon especially his speed, like, oh my god. What's your biggest Naruto hot take? Mine is that Obito should have been the final villain. Honestly, base take, I would love that. I would have loved that instead of Kaguya. And then for mine... Sakura is the 3rd strongest character in the verse behind EMS Kakashi and Exponential Kaguya. You cannot change my mind. Alright. If we replace Tatsumaki with Omni-Man in the Monster Association, would it end better or the same? That's interesting. Like, if he could use his OP speed, I think it would end better, but he doesn't use it, like, at all in the show. Like, it's kind of like, yeah, at that point it would end worse, I believe. If he can't use that speed. Oh, and I forgot Jay had the strongest superpower, and there is God, angels and demons, machines, monsters, heroes, villains, and ancient beings. The strongest power, you have to be careful with that. Obviously, I don't know the story, but that can be like a detriment sometimes, so you have to navigate it well. But yeah, overall it sounds fun. Like a superhero story, but then with demons, angels, all that. Like, I think that would be cool. Boros versus Blast, bow from the What If. I'll let the What If speak for itself when the time comes. Do you have any plans for episode 9? Oh my gosh, I have an entire... Hold on, let me see. Let me just check really quickly, because I do have the document with the entire script open right now. Where does okay, episode 9 starts here. Let me just copy this, paste it into a word counter real quick. Let us see how many words that is. My script for episode 9 currently sits at 8,837 words. That is how many plans I have for episode 9 currently, and it's not finished yet. Bro, Poseidon can solo everyone except Saitama. For the most part, yeah, like, you really need the cosmic characters to do anything to him. What's your thoughts on Record of Ragnarok Odin? He's fine, like, he's interesting. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, no, this one. Yeah, now I remember. Animator Broman, I just checked Discord. Yeah, I remember this Platinum drawing now. I did use it already as well. And yeah, like the comics you sent afterwards, yeah, they're definitely way better looking as well. But yeah, now I do remember the Platinum S one. It's the meme at the end of episode 2. Where Platinum gets one-shot by Saitama and people were scared for a second that he was just wasted again. Yeah, it was nice drawing for you, piece. I put all the drawings in the Discord. Yeah, I just checked them. Whoa, you actually have a take that is actually hot? Yep. Dude, when you ask me for a hot take, I'll give you a hot take. I'll give you the spiciest takes. Nah, Bang would be dead. Is the background the opera house where things are gonna go down? Indeed it is. Indeed it is the opera house. Fate Tiamat is likely not going to last in Record of Ragnarok's universe. I'm not sure. I don't know too much about Fate Tiamat. Do you have any plans for episode 10? I have many plans, but I have not written them yet in a script form. I have plans for pretty much every episode. Like, season 2 will probably end around, like... Let me think about it a little bit. I did have it written down, like what events happen in each episode. Let me see if I can find that real quick. I haven't looked at that specific instance in a little bit. In general, I have a general idea of how many it'll be. But they will probably stretch out into like a couple more episodes. Where is my list? Oh, there we go. Oh no, that is not the list. Okay, I don't have the list right now, but basically... It should be like... 13, 14 episodes, probably around that. But these episodes are all a lot longer than Season 1. Like... By the time we're finished, this season will be a lot longer than Season 1 was. Would taking a Big Bang be more impressive than taking inside a black hole? Tanking inside a black hole? I think it would be, personally, but I have heard scales for black holes that are pretty crazy. Platinum was just a stepping stone for Garo. To be honest, he wasn't wasted, he was never used the right way in the first place. True. William Afton versus Child Emperor. Every stream, every single stream, it has happened. For the last, like, 5 of them, this comment has happened. What is your opinion on Death Battles Popeye versus Saitama? I only watched the fight, I didn't watch any of the reasoning. I think it's a cool fight. I don't know too much about Popeye, like the whole Toon Force thing, I'm not too well versed in that. I usually do like more grounded verses in terms of power scaling. Michael Afton and Golden Freddy versus Child Emperor. If you don't take FNAF World and like the really crazy stuff that happens there, I think Child Emperor. Satori, whatever scales I've told you about black holes, the Big Bang upscales that to a ridiculous extent. It can genuinely be scaled to low outer. Jesus. Alright. But yeah, in any case, for now I'll go. Thank you very much, everybody. This stream has been insane. Like, Kryptonite Gamer, Jesus, man. If you're still here, holy. Thank you very much. And yeah, everybody else who donated as well. Like, this has been just a wild stream in that sense. Holy. So, yeah, this was fun. Thank you, everybody, for being here, for listening to my yapping. And yeah, hopefully gonna be doing more videos soon. The next one is actually not One Punch Man related. Next week is gonna be the Ender Dragon versus Toothless, because I just find that really fun. But then afterwards, we're gonna get back to One Punch Man, and I'll do the everything I like about One Punch Man and, you know, stuff like that. And then, as I do those, I'm gonna be working on the Boros Turn Good episode, and hopefully in like a month or a month and a half, it should be out. 45 and a half pizzas. Yeah. Good night, guys. Yep. Everybody, good night, or good day, whatever you live. And yeah, see you next time. Have a good day. Goodbye.